everyone, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Well, the season has come to a merciful end. You know what? If this was Eli's last season in the NFL, it would probably did not go the way he wanted it to go. And hopefully, this is Pat Shurmur's last season as the New York Giants head coach. Before the game, I was seeing a lot. I usually don't look at other YouTube channels or the Giant YouTube channels because of the fact that it's my own content and I just want to put up what I feel, and I don't want to be influenced by reading someone else's comments or watching someone else's video. But one of the things that I have been seeing a lot of is people saying, okay, here are the reasons why Pat Shurmur should stay on as the Giants head coach. Or if he does stay on the Giants head coach, here are the reasons why. Okay, here's my issues with that. A lot of these people on the channels I see for weeks say, Shurmur should be fired. Here are the people that should replace Shurmur, blah, blah, blah. And then you turn around and say, well, if he stays, it's not so bad, and here's the reasons why. Shurmur sucks. It's time for him to be fired. I was hoping that he would walk into the locker room and Mara would be standing right there and go, you know what, you suck, you're fired. Again, his play calling ability, his management of the game is just not there. And you could sit there all you want and tell me, well, his offense was ranked this and his offense is ranked that. You know what? If you take an actually look at Shurmur's career, he's only had one top-ranked offense. One. Other times he's like 11, 15, 17. And as an offensive coordinator, he was 48 and 48. We all know his record as a head coach. We're not going to get involved in that. We're not going to get involved in the debacle in Cleveland. We're going to get involved in the debacle of New York. You know, a lot of these people channels say, well, he didn't lose the locker room. You know what? I bet it would be a lot better in the locker room if we actually won some games. I know how shocking that sounds and that seems. And then I also see a lot where they go, well, he's got the support of Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. You know what? They would support any head coach that would help them mature their careers and actually win some games and make the playoffs. So those aren't reasons to keep Pat Shurmur. I see Pat Shurmur as a coach who does not understand the tempo of the game, does not know how to make halftime adjustments, does not understand that you need to keep, if something's working, you know what? It's not a bad thing to keep doing it. And if something's not working, you should stop doing it. I mean, hell, except for Barkley's big run, all Shurmur has been doing is they have 7, 8, 9 in the box, Philadelphia, and he's running Barkley up the middle. Okay, yes, Daniel Jones can't check out of that play and go to a pass. But you know what? He still is a rookie quarterback. So he's not going to check out. And that's the other thing. You're throwing Daniel Jones to the wolves. You know the Eagles have a very vaunted pass rush, and they also have a pass rush where they're able to place in many movable and changeable parts. So they could bring in fresh legs. They can bring in fresh wheels. You sit there and you let this poor kid get crushed and creamed. I mean, come on, Pat, figure it out. How about a screen to Barkley? You know, how about a draw? You know, I mean, and then you're running on the 4th and 2. You're running Barkley on a sweep, and you're on your side of the 50. Yeah, that ended the game right then and there. That was it. That's how Pat Shurmur ended Eli Manning's career, or Eli Manning's Giant career. So you know what? Pat just needs to be dumped. Pat needs to be gone. I say we give Gettleman one more shot at, trying to do something. I am concerned about Gettleman hiring a coach because he picked Shurmur. You know what gets me about Shurmur? Shurmur had 2 seasons as offense coordinator over in St. Louis. He was 1-15 and 7-9. That was under Spagnuolo. He got the head coaching job at Cleveland the next year after a 7-9 season. What has Shurmur done in the NFL besides having the number 1 ranked offense with Minnesota, who did not go anywhere in the playoffs, to deserve to be a head coach or get a second chance as a head coach? That's what I wanted. That's what I would like to know, because I don't see it. And like I said, all these other people out there, you know what? Stick to your convictions. If you think you should fire Shurmur and you do tons of content on who should replace Shurmur, stick to that. Don't all of a sudden waffle and go, well, he probably should stay. If he does stay, here are the reasons why he stayed. No, he needs to go. We are going to do a retrospective of Eli Manning's career coming up in the next couple weeks. We're also going to be doing a few episodes starting next week. We're going to do a series about the 2020 season, free agents, our free agents, who we should sign, the draft, everything else. I just, sometimes you watch the game and you're just like, are these, the players, you can see it sometimes that they're not coached well in certain situations. I'm just watching some of the replays, and you know what? And that's coaching. I've always said a coach could cost you 3 games or give you at least 3 games. You know what? And Shurmur has more than cost us 3 games over the last 2 years. So hopefully on Monday, it'll be Black Monday. He gets canned, go into the new year on Wednesday with a search for a new head coach, maybe Ron Rivera. I hope we're not going to go with someone in college ranks. I hope we're going to avoid that. But it's time to turn around this fiasco. It's time to right the Giant ship. It's time to get rid of Shurmur. This is Tim from Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giant sports talk and entertainment. And again, thank you, Eli. You had a wonderful Giant career, and we wish you well. And we hope you're retired, so we would hate to see you wearing another uniform.